Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hello everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to RWBY Vol7 Chapter 10. So we're here with another episode, and shit is going down. Because of Watts and Tyrion, the heating grid is off, people are rioting. Jacques has been arrested, though, that's always good. Everyone's pretty much found out everything, like, secrets have been revealed. Ironwood knows about Salem being presumably unable to be killed. Everyone still has the theory that it just means that Ozpin can't destroy her. And of course, just people know about Salem now. Well, at least the council do. The council know about what's going on. Yeah, Grimm have come, including the Goliaths, or actually they are enhanced Goliaths. I mentioned last time, it's like, those are the ancient elephant Grimm that we saw in Volume 2, and they sort of are. So I was kind of just focused on the fact that they were elephant Grimm. I didn't notice that they were kind of like enhanced looking, which makes sense from everything we've seen with the Grimm and all. The elephant Grimm normally are called Goliaths, and Murder of Birds, when he reacted to that episode, referred to these upgraded versions as Megaliaths. Like Mega and Goliaths combined into one word. Megaliaths. Which is a good name for it. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, though. There's also this, like, flying raptor-like Grimm we saw. And, yeah, basically just shit's going down. The huntsmen are just trying to evacuate and save people. That takes priority over killing the Grimm, as as was told. Ren looked like he was still having a bit of a internal crisis, and I wonder if that's going to finally come to a head. Now, this season has been insane, and Tyrion and Watts, while they are both known about now, it's like, what's going to happen with them? Like, what is anyone going to do? How are we going to stop them? Are we going to stop them? And Neo and Cinder are there too, so it's like, how is that going to come into play? So I'm just really curious as to where this volume's going to go. I don't think there's too many episodes left, too. I need to check real quick. No, according to this, there's going to be 13 episodes total for Volume 7. And Volume 8 has already started production. Volume 9 is confirmed. So yeah, there's going to be 13 episodes, meaning after this one, there's only 3 more episodes. So we are in the kind of the big climax of this season. We're really getting, like, this is the big climax. Meaning that there's a lot of stuff we have to, like, really get going. And people are already saying that the next volume, people have already been saying, like, pretty much since the beginning, that the next volume will probably be centered around Atlas as well, which is very possible. I'm just saying, there's still quite a lot we've got to get going with this volume. Because for some reason, I'm still thinking that Cinder and Neo aren't going to be the main antagonists for this volume, and that they're not going to, like, they're going to come in probably at the very end, and that's when they're going to, and next volume is when they're going to start to really be the major driving force. This volume, it's still going to be Watts and Tyrion, but the thing is, are they going to be defeated? Are they going to actually die? Maybe at least one of them? Because that was one of the theories going into this volume, that it would be the final one for probably Watts or Tyrion, one of the two, especially with the opening still showing both of them. And I could still see that, so it's like, it's hard to say exactly where this is going to go at this point. I am very Very excited to find out, though. This has been phenomenal. Another theory that I've seen going around since last week's episode is that Neo is going to become the Winter Maiden. That Cinder's going to try to take the Maiden powers, but Neo's going to somehow steal them away. We know how the Maiden powers pass. It's like the last person on the Maiden's mind when they die. Maybe Neo's going to betray Cinder somehow and end up getting the powers and use those to attack Cinder. That is a theory that's going around right now. And I'm thinking, like, that seems a little far-fetched. That seems like that's a big, like, kind of leap. I just don't see enough evidence to kind of support that. I do see evidence to support the idea that Neo will betray Cinder. Honestly, I think that will happen. But I just don't see the entire Maiden thing happening. Because that would have to result in one of two things. If that does happen, if Neo does betray Cinder, and get the Maiden powers, that would mean that Neo would that means Neo would still remain a villain, but kind of be just on her own now. And Cinder would probably try to go run back to Salem or something. Well, I mean, in the second option, Cinder could still run back to Salem, but Neo would become good, and I don't know if I see that happening. I also don't really see her working on her own, though, at the same time. I just don't know. I don't really think there's much to work with that idea. I mean, I have no issue with her becoming good and like having a face turn, as it would be described in pro wrestling. Actually, I'd be completely up for the idea, but I just don't see it happening, at least not yet. I feel like that would be something that would have to be built towards, that Neo would have to, like, maybe see that it's the better option. But at the same time, I just don't know. Because the plan, remember, is that Winter is supposed to become the Winter Maiden. Name fitting. That is the plan. That was what Ironwood had planned for. And people are also theorizing that maybe Winter will get the powers, but then she'll die. And it's like, it's a lot of big speculation that really has no evidence. Now, mind you, I have correctly predicted things that others told me I was wrong on. Emerald being the one who had the illusion semblance in Volume 3. I predicted that. Everyone told me, no, it's Neo. It's obviously Neo. But it's like, I'm like, no, look at all the evidence. It's very obviously Emerald. And I was right. And I predicted a lot of stuff in regards to that kind of thing. And it's like, it seems like every time it's like I get that kind of stuff right. But I have predicted things wrong, too, at the same time. Like, I predicted that Cinder, or I thought, I should say, that Cinder was dead after she lost to Raven, because everything in that scene said she was dead. That is what that kind of imagery implies. That is what everything about that scene implied. So it's like, yeah. And then Rooster Teeth tried to hide it when she was coming back. Like, all the advertising didn't, like, confirm it and everything. The opening and all. It's like, come on. Stop trying to be sneaky. If you're going to have her be alive against all reason, then just have her be alive. But yeah. I got that wrong. And other people told me she wasn't dead, and so they called me out on that. And it happens. That happens with everything. People get predictions right, people get them wrong. I might be wrong on things here. We'll see. But I am very excited to find out. I am very excited to get to another episode, and with only 3 episodes after this one, it's like, I don't want it to end, but at the same time, it's like, it has been a phenomenal volume. And I can't wait to see how it ends. We also have Whitley. We have to catch up with that, because we saw that Whitley might be having a crisis of conscience. Their mom implied that he's a victim too, and we started to see that with the last episode, with the way he reacted to his father's arrest. So I honestly am hoping that Whitley can come around. I honestly am. And we've got Penny back and everything, and so like Penny's been a very welcome return. We've got some new great characters. And I'm really worried about how this volume is going to end. I am legitimately worried about where this is going to end with. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, we're just going to get this started and find out what we got in store with this episode. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So there was quite a bit of fun in this chapter, in this episode. We had some fighting of the Grimm. Got to see Elm's rocket launcher. That's fun. We found out that, yeah, of course, Cinder and Neo are indeed going after the Maiden. Big surprise. And Ironwood and Robin have come to an agreement and are working together, which has united Mantle even. To the chagrin of Watts and Tyrion. Tyrion does not like that friendship is magic. Watts, meanwhile, was lured to the to Amity Coliseum, and is about to have a fight with Ironwood. We didn't see anything involving Jacques and Whitley in this episode, so didn't cover that quite yet. But I still think that will probably be at least started to be covered before the end of the volume. Yeah, that's most of what the episode was about, just those few things. It was just paced well, it was excitingly handled. Meanwhile, Robin and them anticipated Tyrion, because Tyrion went to attack Robin, and so she has Crow and Clover with her to fight. And yeah, that's leading into obviously what we see in the opening. Is Clover in the opening? I have to check that now. Let me check the opening real quick. Because I know Robin and Crow were taking Tyrion on, but I don't remember. Was Clover there too? Trying to find it. Well, there's Tyrion. He's shooting at Crow. Crow and, no, Clover's not in there. So that's interesting. Maybe Clover heads off somewhere else. And it's just those two who take him on. I guess we'll see next time. But yeah, this was another very good episode. I really enjoyed it. Didn't get anything really with Ren either. They're definitely setting something up with him, but they haven't really done anything with it yet. I guess, again, we'll see when that comes to a head. Though we did get to see Jean actually be kind of badass and awesome, taking charge the way he did, which apparently he learned from his traffic job with the kids and everything. That's amazing. I love that. But yeah, I am really excited for how this is going to end. We only have 3 more episodes left. It really sucks that we only have 3 more episodes left. But goddamn, has this volume been awesome. I definitely think that Watts and Tyrion are going to be taken down this season. And I think at least one of them is going to be either killed or captured and imprisoned. I just don't know what they're going to do with Cinder and Neo. Like, are they going to get the Maiden power? God, it's just like because they're not we don't are blah, 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 blah. Calm down. No one knows they're there. No one knows that Cinder and Neo are there. So, I mean, I assume Ironwood would have all kinds of protection for the Maiden anyway, just in case, but still. It's like, we know that Neo and Cinder, of all people, can get past a lot of protection. So it's like, I'm actually worried about that. Because, and not just because I'm scared that they're going to succeed. I don't want them to. Like, from a writing perspective, I don't want them to have another power. I definitely don't want Cinder to have a second Maiden's power. I think that would just be silly, honestly. And I don't really see a good reason to give Neo the power. I just don't see it working. The only thing I can hope for is that even if they kill her, maybe the Maiden's last thoughts will still be on Winter somehow. And that it will still work out. Because kind of the assumption here is that they're assuming that, oh, they kill the Maiden, her last thoughts will naturally be on them. One of them. So it's like, And though I admit it would be interesting to see if Neo ended up getting it, they both go in there, kill the Maiden, it ends up going to Neo, and then Cinder gets pissy and tries to kill Neo. That would be interesting. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't think it would be the right decision. I just don't. Personally. Like I said, either way, we'll see. We'll see. I'm very excited to see where the rest of this volume goes, though. It's been great. Ironwood, like, seriously, I love Ironwood as a character. He is such a great, well-rounded character with so much depth to him. I just really, really appreciate his character, and I love what they've done with him, even in this volume alone. I am really surprised, though, that he chose to reveal Salem to everyone. At this time, that seems very dangerous. I mean, granted, it worked out. Surprisingly enough, it worked out because Robin helped out and they were able to maintain peace and make everybody okay with it. But still, that was a risky as fuck maneuver. That could have made things so much worse. But hey, it worked out in the end. I can't argue that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.